It's when you have money as a motivating factor to trend and speak, you're gonna get stupid shit. There's this little black lady, right? Kindness is a trap. I stopped being nice to people and now I'm peaceful. It's like, okay. You were being nice to people, expecting them to be nice to you. And it didn't always happen and it always pissed you off, right? Why were you being nice? Because you wanted for you, right? Have you ever read this book called the Bible? There's this man named Jesus, and he says, when you do things as charity, do it in private, right? Don't do it publicly trying to get people to be nice to you. Do it because you really mean it. And then people can wake up and go, oh my gosh, those elves. I was a cobbler and I was tired and couldn't get everything done. And those elves came in and made all the shoes. Now they're not going to call in the mortgage on my shop and I'll still be able to mend shoes. But you're going to stay in business, you got to do so many shoes that you can't possibly get them done. So the elves have to come in and do it for you because money is the motivating factor. So kindness is a trap. Forgive debt and trespass, love one, eternal, faithful, peace. What a fucking trap, right? Look at it going, baby girl, seriously? No, just because someone is like 89 or 99 fucking years old doesn't mean they have anything intelligent to say. Okay, just because they're an old person. Old people have wisdom. How old was David Duke before that motherfucker died, right? He's going to talk. Strom Thurmond. Just go listen to a Strom Thurmond debate. Let's go get wise counsel from the elderly. Well, sure the fuck ain't from Strom fucking Thurmond there, right? He's an asshole, right? Jesse Helms. Yeah. Fuck. He lived to be old as fuck. Mean as hell. Bitch better have my money, right? And, oh, thank you for bringing your money on time. Oh, he was nice to me. Namaste, right? You funny. I know. Kindness is not a trap. Okay. Money's a trap. Okay? Stop being nice people. You have my money? Now get out of here. Okay? Now she's got inner peace. She's 98 years old, right? You be funny. I know. And then they have this woman, a demonic halftime show at the Super Bowl. What were you doing watching it? It's Sunday. You're supposed to keep the Sabbath holy. Even if you're supposed to keep the Sabbath holy, if people were not keeping the Sabbath holy on the Sabbath, according to you, which is Sunday the Sabbath, but Sabbath is actually Saturday, but that's okay, Jehovah's Witness. But look, you still shouldn't go back and watch it. Okay, there's politicians having sex with 15-year-olds, and here's the video. It's there. Who's going to watch it? Which reputable person? King Solomon, will you watch the video and then cut off their genitalia and their heads? Go and sin no more. Forgive debt and trespass, love one, eternal, faithful, peace. But they did that because you guys all accepted sin as reality, right? You really think the Epstein files would have happened if you guys showed up for the Lord's Prayer year one? Okay. I think it was a little bit too late. I think they were already happening and it had happened before they took Parsons to Sierra Vista in 2006, All Hallows Eve. And then he started posting on YouTube in 2009 of June. I think the Epstein pills, I think who done gone and already done did that, right? I think it's too late to turn back now. I believe, because Rockefeller gave them, here's the guy who's supposed to be like Jesus. Let's go make sure he's a fucking pervert like the rest of us. Festivus, huh? Wow. Get out of my house. Because it's not my house. You can't do anything about it. It's not my house. This is not my house. Okay? This is on loan from debt and trespass. Okay, this is where we live because we have the piece of forgotten words and funds and ink stains that are dried upon some line. Right? So my house, the house is not a chair, is still a chair. Even if there's no one sitting there, right? This house is not a home. No, I do not think in the very near future I'm going to be snuggling with Max and Emmy's mommy. I just don't see it happening. No. Like sitting there going, no. Guys, I'm 245 pounds. Okay? I have the body of a 60-year-old alcoholic drug addict. You really think Jennifer Lopez, who's going to have Alex Rodriguez sign a contract before they get married to bump uglies the rest of their life, for him not to get fat and let himself go, is going to show up and say, "I'm your forever love. I love you. For richer, for better, for worse, in sickness and in health, till death." You really think Jennifer Lopez is going to show up and say, "You are the most beautiful man alive, and let me prove it to you"? You afraid some of Elon Musk drones and shit and Mr. Lucky's going to kill you? That's sarcasm. It's not sarcasm. It's the truth. Okay? It's the damn truth. You want me to lie to you? Okay. The only reason any of the celebrities will show up to run now and then, you need someone older and darling, after I saw what happened yesterday at Burn Lake. Now, the only reason they'll show up to run to me is because they're afraid they're going to be killed by technology, or video is going to be leaked that makes them as bad as the president. Which one? You do know the Obamas were business partners with Trump and so were the Clintons, but okay. Rockefeller, when he seals people in hell, they'll gladly kill. He knows how to, I caught you with your backfield in motion. Like Ronnie used to tell me all the time, you caught them with their pants down, Parsons. I didn't mean to. I didn't mean to. Done a good thing. I didn't mean to. I didn't get drunk and I didn't set off the bottle rocket. Okay, wasn't me. And it wasn't me. It was them. Them. Who's them? Did you vote for president? Well, then you're one of them. Okay. You tell people, those them. Who are you talking about? You're a paranoid schizophrenic. Is money real? Well, yes. Then you're them. Okay. Forgive debt and trespass, love one, eternal faithful peace. Okay, that's me. And the people that don't want me to be lived, they're them. Are you them? Then be them. Okay? So, holy jihad, Batman. There you go. All right. Like yesterday, I was whacking the poison weeds, right? And breathing, my mask on, is breathing through my mouth because it's hard to breathe, right? Get this over with. It's drudgery. It's torture. Hanoi, Las Cruces, New Mexico, and Sierra Vista, and Fort Huachuca, White Sands, and Fort Bliss ain't got nothing on the Hanoi Hilton. Okay? I don't think anybody at the Hanoi Hilton had the people that run it have sex with underage girls and then take video of it and show it to John McCain and his friends. Like, don't you wish you were in the Communist Party? Look at the way she sucks dick. It's better than Tiffany Haddish with the banana and the grapefruit. Not as good as my second wife, but that's okay. What? I'm just kidding. I'm not. No. You can't lie. Guys, I have the most surveyed sex life in the history of the world. Okay? All these people. No, I love kids. And Amy said she loved Natalie as much as I love Patrick. She knew everything to say. Okay? And she was so well trained in bed. Okay? That the sex was fun. Okay? The sex with Stephanie was torture. Okay? Absolute torture. You get all those people, Michael Gross and Meredith Beck and Oprah Winfrey and David Burney is such an asshole. It's like, have you ever been married to a homosexual? I was married to a homosexual for 4 years. Okay, it was torture. It was hell on earth. Okay. Because I was a nice guy and could help cure her homosexuality. Okay. And she tortured me because I couldn't. Okay. Meredith Baxter Burney and David Burney were married for like 20 years. And had like 3 or 4 kids. And Michael Gross and Oprah, what a horrible man. He was so mean to her. After a while, you get to the point where it's like, God, bitch, what did I ever do to you? I didn't do anything to you. The whole reason you're homosexual is because of you and not because of me. And I can't fix you from your homosexuality. And they sat there and they vilified that man and they tortured him and abused him publicly and publicly made a display of his torture by being married to a homosexual woman for 20 years. And you, trust me, Terry McMillan, okay? Trust me. You don't want to be married to a homosexual who blames you for her being homosexual and blames you because you can't fix her. It's like, whoever said you were broken, well, I don't. It'd be better if you told yourself, you know what? I'm a homosexual, so I don't want to get back at Yolanda by getting with the guy that she sleeps around on when he's a really nice guy. Could you tell yourself that? No, she couldn't. She was so broken, right? So you're going to all be broken doing bullshit for money and then say David Burney is more broken than Meredith Baxter Burney and Michael Gross. What would we do, baby? Without us, what would we do, baby, without us? It's fucking crazy, right? It's horrible. And if you don't understand how horrible it is and won't stand up to do anything right to stop it, how do you expect to put down your picture, picture pages, come enjoy Bill Cosby on our picture page review. It's too late to fix what you did yesterday and what you're doing today. It's too late. It's too late. It's too late. Na 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 na. Hey, it's too late, right? You can't go back to yesterday and say Lord's Prayer is perfect. You can't go back to 5 minutes ago, 13 seconds ago, and say Lord's Prayer is perfect. Let it all be known from the mountaintops. You can't, because you didn't. You don't. You won't. Cannot, shall not, want not, snet not, fuck not. You're the fucking three monkeys. Hear no evil, see no evil, speak no evil. You just keep covering everything up. It's not happening. If we had the Department of Justice, we'll get justice, right? With the Department of Economic Security and the Department of Government Efficiency and the Department of the Departments of the Departments. And what's the next department to clean up all the other departments that are corrupt because of the departments? What a department store. The bargain store is open. Come inside. You can easily afford the price. Love is, but they don't know what love is. Okay, Dolly Parton doesn't know what love is. She made a ridiculous movie for money and then turns around and said, I had to forgive the Lord. You had to forgive Jesus Christ for you making ridiculous movies for money to build a theme park. Instead of standing for the Lord's Prayer. You're just Porter Wagner's big bob booby blonde bimbo. I don't care how well you can sing. Stand up for the Lord's Prayer, or go have sex with Burt Reynolds in Texas. There you go. Don't like my mom? It's okay. She knew the truth about you. She wouldn't like you either. See what? My mom was killed with cancer from your business partners, so you could keep being an icon, making millions of dollars or billions of dollars with millions of followers, or being parts of making billions of dollars. I really don't millisecond give a fucking care about who has millions and billions or whatever. Money is an evil invention to manipulate the stupid, right? Forgive debt and trespass for the loved ones are unfaithful. Please forgive them, Father, for they know not what they do. And that's obvious that Jesus is correct, right? Earl, forgive him. I do forgive him, Jesus. Okay. But I didn't elect taxpayer dollars over the Lord's Prayer. I didn't elect to build data centers to keep taxpayer dollars trumping the Lord's Prayer. I didn't elect to put in policies to stop global warming, to torture the poor and make the rich make it to where, hey, I don't have a large carbon signature print because I can afford not to. Okay. You still think the Democrats want to protect the poor? They tell you, here's your carbon signature print. Here's the best carbon signature print. Okay. All the people that vote for me, you can't afford it. You're the biggest threat to the planet. And then they turn around, we'll vote for Trump because he cares about us, because he'll give us money. They'll both give you drugs. That's true. But the drugs have gotten too expensive under the Obama plan. And now Trump is going to come in and make the drugs less expensive under the Trump plan. What drugs are we going to sell to them first? Fentanyl. Let's give them lots of fentanyl. I work for the CIA and I approve this message. Do you see what I'm saying? You're laughing? Tupac 101. Mm-hmm. Guys, if your kid died from fentanyl, it's because you voted for president and elect to have health care through money instead of health care through living the Lord's Prayer. Okay? So if your kid died from a fentanyl overdose, okay, you participated. Okay? Do you understand? If my kid dies from a fentanyl overdose, you killed my kid. If my mom dies from cancer, you killed my mother. Okay? Do you understand? Because I'm the living embodiment of the Lord's Prayer. If we were all living the Lord's Prayer, my mom wouldn't be killed by the cancer industry. My kids wouldn't be depressed by social media and mind fucking through Wi-Fi. Right? I don't want to hear it. One of us here is perfect and the people anonymously watching it are not. Right? All I need to do is be able to be more intelligent than you and correct your technology. Okay? I don't have to outrun your technology. I don't have to outcode your technology. There is no puzzle. I just have to be right when you're wrong. I just have to be good when you're bad. I just have to get up and be true. The big thing is truthfulness. Okay? There's truth and there's lie. You're either faithful or you're not. Right? And so that's all I got to do. I don't think there's anything, Facebook put together some whack community standards for genocide operations because they were so addicted to it. YouTube was making money and then trying to make it to where they could, keep the customer. YouTube is basically, Deputy Sarah said to me, what do you think of it? But I'm so tired just trying to keep the customer satisfied. And, I've had some conversations here briefly with Jeff in my head. And, it's like, well, with the Blue Origin thing, what you can do where it's more necessary and get professionals to do it like, Richard Branson and his supermodels and basically be the garbage man of space. Get up there and come up with drones and robotics, get fucking dingleberries, and if the guy in India lives through it, I think it's possible that Elon Musk could. Okay. I think he has bouts with humanity. I think he hates his old man and what his old man did. And it's like, that doesn't mean you have to hate yourself and then have your kids hate you. So I actually feel, when I connect to Elon Musk, I feel this jihad, this inner struggle. Okay. That guy from India, with I'll have more robots than that was shitty to the guy on stage, and I don't like investors and all that. No, I don't get nothing for that guy. Is a cold heart. He's horrible. Because it's like, I don't want to talk to that man. He's like Ginsburg. I don't want to talk to you ever again. Okay. Elon Musk, I'm hard on him, but there's this, because he has this relationship with the kids and stuff that there's this little yelp. I actually get that from Elon Musk. Okay. And a lot of people, he's a horrible person coming from horrible people. He has horrible brain damage, but you won't stand up for Lord's Prayer. So where do you wager? Pascal? You see what I'm saying? So, so I get that from him. And, the stuff, Sabbath and Bezos are playing you. It's like, life's eternal, grace is infinite. I'm the Messiah. I'm the living embodiment of the Lord's Prayer. I dove into the very bowels of hell. Didn't give in to temptations to be tortured or incarcerated by any of your perversions. No Ghislaine Maxwell and Jeffrey Epstein here. Right? And so, no money, none whatsoever, hardly. No, I might have a couple. I have an Altoid can full of change. Might have about $5 or $6 in it. That's about it, yeah. Well, the birthday money that Pancha and Lawrence gave me, I bought some food at a restaurant for Dad and then gave the rest to a homeless person. Okay, like I always do, like Jerry Aviar does. Cash. I'll just give it to a homeless person. That's what I do. Okay. So, every time we get cash, right? I'll just end up giving it to a homeless person, Jerry. That's what the cards are to stop the homeless from being able to get money out of people like us. Jesus, Jerry. That's why what's in your wallet? There you go. What's that? Something that prevents me from giving cash to homeless people. That's what's in my wallet. Got to decrease the surplus population. How Ebenezer Scrooge have we? It is. So you rarely deal in cash, right? And the reason that is so, to torture the homeless people. Just see us drive by cold. I don't have any cash. That's why I threw them bananas the other day. I ain't got no cash, guys. Here, it's as best. It'll have to do. Let's exploit Chileans. Okay. You're funny. I got that from Professor Coffeen at Phoenix College. Yeah, yeah, it was cute. Yeah, he was a pretty good guy. Yeah, he was. For his time, yeah. There was a lot of good people in college. I met a lot of good people in college. Okay. There's a lot of good people. Well-intended macaroons, afraid of their own shadow. You bet it. Harold and Cromer go to White Castle and let's listen to the girls with the British accent and do battle shits. It's horrible. Yeah, it is. It's a horrible way to waste precious gift of life. It really is. I was telling Dad about that. He was reading an atheist book, and I was fixing the dryer stuff over there. I said, how do they, they ain't got it all wrong? How do you know that, from what I read in the book of Revelation, hell is a supernova and being part of a black hole. And heaven is having the life of sacrifice to eternally love one another and praise God for this precious gift of this precious planet. Heaven is a place on earth. Hey, Brenda Carlisle, there you go. Not her vagina. No, she's cute. Yeah, Brenda Carlisle's cute. Yeah, she's a cutie. Yeah. She's a cutie pie. Oh, baby, well, you know what that's worth? There's a lot of cute girls in the world. Shell Nichols, Miriam Cologne, Nancy Wilson. There's pretty girls come a dime a dozen, but who will stand up for the Lord's Prayer with you? Now that's Esther Ruth Gorgeous, right? Okay. What are you doing? I don't go to Caltech, so I don't build sex robots. This is how I erect beautiful women. Anybody got any wood? I got erect. I'm just kidding around. Does he know what he's doing? Yeah, I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm saying. I'm not the screenwriters for Big Bang Theory. But yeah, no, this is where I don't create. This is where I free women from hell so they can be beautiful. Once more, a life being eternal, grace be even infinite. Right, do it. Guys, if I can find, if there's a guy that'll stand up, hey, Lord's Prayer, I want to be a perfect man like him, so women will truly be loved. Well, yeah, that's also a big bonus there, but I don't want to sleep with him. I like sleeping with women. Well, one woman, one very special woman. No more hunger and thirst, but first be a man who loves women and children. Women and children. Without women and children, men die in a foxhole. And black and white were the words that recorded him. And it's a requiem of the masses, right? Yeah, okay. It's horrible. Yeah, it is. Why are you still denying the perfection of the applied physics of the Lord's Prayer? I think I'm a complete fucking asshole. Don't think, no. And then once you know, knowing is half the battle, G.I. Joe. Cobra! Hey, Destro, get the fuck out of here. Okay, hey, look, it's Karma, Chameleon. No, what was his name again? Zartan? That was it. Okay, you come and go. I like that song a lot. Every day is like survival. You're my lover, not my rival. Anybody else love that song? I love Karma Chameleon. That is such a good tune. And that is a really good tune. I'm a man without conviction. I'm a man who doesn't know. It's a good tune. Anybody who doesn't think that's a good tune, do you really want to hurt me? No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, I really want to hurt you. No, look, that's a good song. Anybody else really like Karma? Bob was really into you and the most gay homosexual music in the whole world, Mr. OMD, and I'm just kidding. And Amy was really into Culture Club too. Yeah, there's a little sweetheart there. Yeah, there always is. When people get abused and tortured by perverts, and then they feel no way out, which what Amy was. Okay. You guys, she's a monster. No, monsters are the people with money and technology that abuse children and then have those children feel like there's no way out of hell except for suicide, murder, suicide. Yeah. Monsters always want heaven to keep going because it's too fun to shut down. Amy's not a monster. She's being abused by monsters and made to feel like one. But she's not. And she has some of the cutest kids in the whole world. They're so cute. They're cute. Even in their 20s, going on their 30s. No, Natalie's not 20. Natalie's 20. Oh my God, she's 27. You're an old lady, Ray Ray. An old lady. You're 27. Oh my God, you're the crib keeper. I'm just kidding around. That's fun. It is funny. 27. 27 was when my mom passed away in April of 1994. I was 27 years old. I turned 28 that summer before I got a job at a Fortune 500 company that my mom was so excited about. Yeah. Lord's Prayer. Lord's Prayer. Lord's Prayer. Thanks for calling Southwest. This is Earl. How can I help you? I want out of hell. Stand up for Lord's Prayer. You're welcome. What a nice black man you are. Yeah, I look like Barry Gibb. Okay. With short hair. Okay, I love you. All right, peace.